When are you and Kimmy doing your
Tuesday.
Tuesday? Okay. Good shit. Are you excited?
I mean, it's gonna be her gameplay, not mine. So I ain't gonna embarrass myself. They just gonna hear her
Okay.
screaming at me because if you gonna see how Kimmy play. Kimmy is toxic, bro.
Hey, someone's got to be. I love the gameplay.
She is wild toxic when it comes to gaming. She mad mean.
Okay, I see Reset in the chat. How you doing, bro?
You
Solo
see,
leveling surpassed One Piece on Crunchyroll ratings. We did talk
guys.
about that in the recent episode.
Yeah, we'll talk
But
about it. It'll be in the recent. It'll be
yeah,
there, but hey, it always somehow comes back to One Piece, right?
honestly, it's a fucking pendulum, man. Everything like swings back and forth.
Like,
He also said when the Egghead arc part 2 gets animated, it'll break the internet. Did you see the trailer?
is there like a newer trailer? Because like what I
Yeah,
saw didn't look super crazy.
yeah, there is a newer trailer. You see a little fight, not fight, but like a little sequence between Rob Lucci and Zoro, and then between Luffy and
Oh,
Kizaru.
I didn't see that.
Yeah. It looks good, man.
Should I watch it now?
I mean, yeah, we might as well, right? We could pull it up together.
Oh my lord.
All right.
An hour ago.
Oh wow, is that soon? Holy shit.
Holy moly. Let me see if I can pull it up on the screen for everybody to see.
Shit. Guys, this is how we're starting off the stream.
I didn't
with
even know it
Egghead
existed, bro.
Dude, it just came out. It's gorgeous. Guys, if you see me playing around with my finger, it's not like I'm not being weird. It's
I'm
just that
not
like
being weird.
my nail on my thumb is like split down the middle like a centimeter, and it's like
Gross,
crazy.
bro. Gross.
Is it really that gross?
Like, I don't want to hear about that, bro. Keep that to yourself.
Something crazy though. When I was a kid, I was 14 years old. I like got up in the middle of the night to like get a snack, and I was like a little tired, I was a little out of it. So when I went to open the refrigerator, I like swung it like wide open, and the bottom of the refrigerator door ripped my toenail right the fuck off. And I'm talking about like my big toe.
Brother.
I tell you, that shit hurt.
Keep it to yourself.
Yo, what is it? Come on, man.
I told you, bro.
This is a safe space.
That's bro. You're not making it safe for me. I feel endangered.
Loso Savage said a 30-second trailer dropped just an hour ago. Wow, it's 30 seconds. That's crazy. That's nothing.
Gotta lighten it. Make sure we don't get no copyright strikes.
Yeah, man. But make sure you could still see that good animation on your end.
Well, no, I'm just saying on OBS so they can see what we're seeing.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Transform.
Not you say OBS terms.
I understand it now.
I understand it now.
You can't say I'm not a quick learner.
Yeah, bro. You heard the meme once, don't know how to act. So I'm not gonna play the audio, guys, but like I'll show the visuals of what I'm seeing.
Okay, I know there's got to be a joke. Someone just commented, "Is One Piece almost over? I'm on episode 128." Oh, sweet child.
Why are you here?
Well, first of all,
why are you here?
That too. But second of all, we are.
You sweet child. He's a sweet child.
Oh, we're relatively close to being at the end, but I don't think we're anywhere near the end.
Say maybe another 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
Take into account breaks.
Who was it? I think it was Grand Line Review who said that he's gonna come out with a video soon that like maps out how long One Piece is gonna be at least, and he said like 6 or 7 years.
Oh, word.
Just like taking into account like breaks, holidays. Yeah, just like the arcs and things that left to finish.
Yeah.
I'm here for the vibes, I guess, bro. I hope you're here for the trailer too, because
all right, so
major spoilers here.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my headphone out so they can hear a little bit of the audio in the background. So you if you end up speaking, they're gonna double hear you maybe. Sorry, guys.
It's a 30-second trailer. I can shut my mouth for 30 seconds. Okay. I think I got my nail under control. Oh.
Oh. Mugiwara. This the new intro? Oh my god, poor Kizaru. That poor boy. That poor boy.
Is it over?
Yeah, that was quick.
Okay. Yeah, man. Yeah, it was a quick 30 seconds. What's up, Shade? Welcome to the chat, brother. Yeah, man. Kizaru, he's about to have a rough day.
Poor soul.
But a busy one.
It's gonna be so fun to get back, man. It's gonna be so fun. Cause like,
and you know, we're getting 2 episodes back to back.
Yeah. We eating.
That's how I feel like one is gonna be like a welcome back kind of episode. I think that second one, because if I remember correctly from the manga,
it gets straight to the shits, bro. It gets straight to the shits. So like, honestly, people who are anime only, I know, like, you know, it's a thing where like One Piece fans, we tend to overglaze, right? We know what it is, right? We know what it is sometimes. And we always be like, yo, you have no idea what's coming up next. Oof. This is not even the good part yet, right? That's honestly the story of Wano. Just having to tell the anime only, like, guys, just it'll pay off while they're just trudging through. Because we trudged through too. We was there.
Years.
We was there. Right? And Wano was my first arc to be like caught up on. I mean, I caught up in Reverie, but that was my first manga arc. So I was humbled. You know what I mean? I was like, oh my Lord.
That weekly experience.
But these anime onlys have no idea.
Dude, they have a lot to look forward to, honestly.
Bro, like, the Kuma and backstory. The spoilers?
Oh, man. I feel like with the spoilers, backstory, they're not that crazy, you know?
Holy shit. Mr. Music Major himself. What's good, fellas? Hope all is well. Man, the animation fire. Oh. We are back. Yo, thank you, sir.
Thank you for
the $19.99 donation. We really appreciate that, bro. Whew.
Thank you for stopping by, bro.
Listen, taking the time, man. They had a 5-hour stream last night.
Who?
These two with fucking with Life with Anime and Anime Sundays. I was like, I hopped in. I was like, no way. I don't know how they do it. Y'all are built different.
Yesterday was Saturday, right?
Yeah.
5 hours?
I got home because I was out. I was out last night. So I got home. It was like almost 2. And I'm like, yo, they still up. These niggas are professionals.
With the chapter coming out this week and then the anime coming out in like 2 weeks, I'm not surprised, guys. There's a lot to talk about. Yeah, you're absolutely right. The animation's looking fire.
How hidden is the effing treasure? Listen. It's pretty well hidden. If you had to like really answer that question, it's pretty well hidden.
Indiana Jones himself couldn't find it if he tried.
It's been not discoverable besides when it just got, you know, Gold Roger found it for, you know, centuries, right?
Yo, you know what I was just thinking after I said the Indiana Jones thing? If you take like all like the mainstream like treasure hunters from like movies and stuff, we're talking Indiana Jones, Tomb Raider, Vin Diesel from Fast and Furious.
Okay.
Brad Pitt and George Clooney. Yup, for real. And Paul Walker and The Rock, right? And then Brad Pitt and Matt Damon and and George Clooney from Ocean's 11. Put them all in a team. They might be able to find the One Piece.
That's the crew you putting together?
And Daniel Craig from Glass Onion.
And
just for the vibes.
Just for the vibes. You need a Daniel Craig.
They could find the One Piece.
Shade, I've been trying to catch up with Kagurabachi for the next stream, and I still have 40 to go. Woo, 40 behind.
Take your time. Take your time, because we're about to do 1 stream a month for Kagurabachi, 4 chapters.
Yeah, well, no, there's actually no chapter this week, so it's only 3 chapters we're doing.
Okay. Well, then should we just wait another?
Nah. Let's just try to keep it so that we know it's monthly. You know what I mean?
Okay.
We got so much other stuff we got going on, bro. All these other streams we trying to do.
Yeah. That's not a bad crew though. Thank you, bro. See, he knows. He knows
ball. Shade said that's an L take though.
About the crew? That's a solid crew. I'm sorry. Come on. Listen, it is what it is though. To each their own.
Nah, Shade been fake beefing with you.
It's okay. I need to feel the pressure. I need to be on my tippies.
You need to be challenged.
I love a rival, you know that.
Reset what you do love a rival. Reset. What about Blue Lock? Well, that's Danny's bread and butter.
Yeah, Blue Lock new chapter review coming out on Tuesday. No more Wednesdays anymore because your boy
he couldn't do it.
I can't wait a day. What? No. So it's gonna be Tuesday. I'm gonna keep it at 11:15. So yeah, chapter 297. Hopefully, we finally get these salary rankings. No spoilers, Corey.
You know I'm gonna be there.
You gotta stop watching the Blue Lock.
Listen, man. Once you tell me that you ready to spread your wings and fly by yourself, then I ain't gotta watch no more. It's only up to you, man. And Za, what's good? What up, bros? How y'all been? We are chilling. Oh, now I get to talk shit.
Oh, that's right, Za. You better stick around in the chat, bro.
Hey,
I heard.
Remember when I was on the stream? We'll get a little bit of combat about what St. Somers was adding to the situation going on with the God's Knights leading the children. And I was saying that this was his powers keeping them from touching them. Pause.
Crazy pause.
Just saying I was spot on. You know what I mean?
You must feel vindicated, man.
Listen, bro. Not as vindicated as when I guessed the Kagurabachi shit that you was.
That was an L take, that's for sure. I thought for sure that girl was not going to be that, but you know what? I love being proved wrong. I love having my expectations surpassed.
Reset. I'll spoil Blue Lock. Shido is third. Jesus.
What?
I don't even know what that means.
If that's really a spoiler, I don't want to talk about it right now because I don't want to make this about Blue Lock. But that's crazy if you really just spoiled me on the stream right now, bro.
If he did, we got to put Ree in timeout. If that's true, we'll
have to wait till Tuesday, though.
You have to wait till Tuesday. You're gonna be sick. Mr. Music, can we now say Loki is him? Well, you know, I still might be right.
Okay, Corey, are you talking about Loki being a fraud? I thought you abandoned ship like a month ago.
I'm just saying. I
had to take a deep breath there. I had my blood pressure.
I'm just saying.
Felt it going up.
I'm just saying. He did go down in one hit. Reset. It's not. It's an assumption.
Thanks, bro. Thank you. Appreciate it. Listen, if he was third, it is what it is. I love Shido as a character. That's it, though. I want my boy Baro to be number 3.
The king.
Yeah,
man. I'm just saying. He went down in one punch.
We'll get to it.
We'll get to it. But we did a lot of yapping just now. We checked out a trailer. Everybody showing some love. So we got 8 people in the chat right now. Danny, let's get into it. You want to do the first 2 pages?
Let's do it. But first, we got to talk about this beautiful color spread that we got in this chapter, 1143, where you got the Straw Hats racing and Luffy and Zoro are neck and neck cut in the corner. Nami not too far behind him. Sanji in 4th place. And then Frankie, Usopp. And then you got Brook and Robin. And Jinbei's just doing his best, doing laps. How is he not in 1st place? What's going on?
I love that the uniforms and the fish have the numbers of when they were crewmates, the order of how they joined. But I know somebody out there is gonna be like, see, Sanji's number 5. He's not even number 3 or number 4. I'm like, come on, guys.
It's not that serious. He was one of the OGs anyway. East Blue all day. But I love the numbers are indicating, where everybody joined. You see the 8 on Frankie. Robin's fish says 7. Your boy Brook is doing just nothing. Sanji's fit go hard. The green? Because I can kind of fully see it, but with the stripe. No, dude, it looks great.
Some good stuff, man.
Although I'm not gonna lie, that helmet that Zoro's wearing is goofy as fuck.
Yeah, it's not.
I hate it, bro.
I hate it.
Luffy looks so cool, man, and then you got Zoro looking like a dweeb.
I mean, I just feel like Zoro should probably be going the other direction.
You know what? 100%.
Just
That's
saying.
100% true. That's spot on.
Oda put in
respect with the Nami.
Oh, he put it. I was about to literally gonna say. I was like, bro, really?
Listen, that's his.
Hold on, let me just.
Yeah.
Eiichiro Oda, you dog.
You're a man amongst men. That's all I'll say. You're a guy's guy.
Our Lord and Savior.
Go to Sensei.
All right, you ready?
Let's do it. Hold on, I gotta scroll back because I already read the whole chapter, obviously. But yeah, no cover story, which is a good and a bad thing. Good because
color
I'm
spread,
over it.
So
yeah, but bad because like we're one step further from that cover story being over. But it is what it is. Cutting right into the first page, we're still at the Walrus School, and someone's screaming out, "Hey, wait, y'all!" And it's what's this fucking Saul walking over, going, "Yilva, Mag, Ranja," talking to the kids who are slowly walking away. Wow, they're really sleepwalking. Huffing and puffing. Man can't keep up with that peg leg of his. What's this white cloth? Where are y'all going? Robin and Chopper poking out from his beard. Be careful, Saul. Remember the other teacher said not to touch the children. Pause. And he was all bloody. I know he did, but I ain't seen nothing wrong with him. And it's dangerous for them to keep walking like this. Sorry, I had to put a little accent. I had to put a little accent on Saul. So he reaches out to touch the kids. No diddy. No, and boom! Those thorns come out of nowhere. Invisible barrier. Ah! Come on, let's get back to school. Ah! What was that, Saul? What happened? Did something stab you? This is the Walrus School over a transponder snail, and that is my page. Crazy. Unless you want me to just do the next one.
You might as well just do the next one. Oh, make sure your audio is coming from your mic.
Again with this?
Sound a little echoey.
See. Yeah, that's it. Well, if I'm echoey, it's because I'm talking really loudly. And as many paintings as there are behind me, there is still an echo in this room. So I don't know what to do about that.
Oh, okay. Cool. I was just making sure. Never know if it's coming from your camera or the mic.
Fair. No, I'll stop here. You do the next page.
We talking about this is with the transponder pill plug, right?
Yeah.
You might as well do that page, bro.
All right. This is the Walrus School. Come in. All the children have suddenly fallen asleep. And out of those, 9 of them have started walking. We don't know where they're going. And now we're cutting to the Western Village where the party is going on. It's not clear why or how this is happening. What? The kids at the school, say some of the giants? My son's there. There's also been a surge of strange monsters from the forest. Monsters? Are the children safe? The children are traveling down Branch Route 8 at the moment. And there's a fire too. What's with all the sudden danger? Did something happen back at the school, says Nami and Jinbei. Transponder pill bug only works in Elbafur. All right. So it looks like word is spreading. Finally, these bozos are over here partying, are finally going to get it together, hopefully.
Paying attention. Listen, watch these kids march down. Something vicious, bro. Something vicious.
What do you mean?
It's just Pied Piper energy. It's going. It's nasty work.
The Saint Summers thing is nasty work. The fact that like you can't even like approach them without getting stabbed by a bunch of thorns.
Called it. I mean, I would have no thought it was thorn stuff, but like it's something. I'm like something spiky. It's something that's not allowing them. I mean, you even got like Robin and Chopper trying to warn Saul before touching it, and then you see the thorns, and I'm just sitting here like, you seen it on his hilt. You know what I mean? He had thorns on his hilt. Bro got the rose. Man. Got the rose on it. It's George the Sun from G Gundam.
George the Sun. Yeah, I gotta rewatch.
You gotta rewatch it, bro.
You gotta some of the references,
it, bro. Maybe you should start streaming yourself watching it.
G Gundam. There you go. Boom. Another stream idea.
G Gundam. The G Gundam watch
streaming. I'm just gonna start streaming everything. 24/7 live stream.
You just be like this. Hey guys, we're just gonna chill today for a couple hours. Just watch some stuff.
I like the way Oda drew the rose cage around the kid. I thought that was really well done. But how dumb does Saul have to be to touch the kid?
You don't listen.
Like, bro, they told you if you really want to try to help the kids, poke him with the stick.
Well, Zaza savage. Zaza over here like let Saul die. He want Robin to be miserable so bad.
Let the kids get kidnapped. They were annoying anyway. I mean, that sounds like Luffy talk. Luffy was over here. He was over them kids.
I got this crazy idea of how I want Robin to escalate to her like next ability. Instead of being a devil child, she turns into an angel.
I mean, listen, she's already an angelic beauty, so
you know what I mean. Music made of G Gundam is like that. Listen, bro. Niggas gotta put G Gundam up in the upper pantheon. I know it's not as political and smart, but it is the JoJo's of Gundam.
The JoJo, that's I love that.
That it
I
is
mean, the main character gives like Gurren Lagann energy too.
Oh yeah. It's
in terms of like
it's a good
epicness and
story, bro.
manliness.
The powers is cool. The Gundams are racist.
Dude, it's a gem from a different time.
And the music still slaps, bro. Music don't hit the same in anime like it used to, bro. That's what I was saying when we was doing the Sailor Moon stream. I'm like, nah, bro, this they had character back then. Now it feels like so generic.
Yeah, and that might be just like a cause of production. There's just like so much out there that it's hard to come up with originality unless like it's going to be a peak series. But I mean, even look at like My Hero. My Hero had like less than a handful of specialized songs.
Yeah, like the big three was like iconic for its soundtrack. Like you hear any of them songs, bro, don't get the Espada music popping. Oof.
That violin, that guitar.
Oof. I mean, listen, Overtaken is always gonna slap. Like the Naruto music, the OST is always that Katsuki.
Is that the pain thing? Okay. Yeah. Yo, that was a little too choir boyish. Okay.
Oh my God. Reset. I don't see myself finishing this anime. I have TikTok attention span. Does Hawk die or Zoro kill Hawk? I don't know what are you doing here, man? I mean, we appreciate you sticking around and showing love, but like,
but you getting spoiled.
I mean, honestly, also give yourself more credit.
Context.
Give yourself more credit. I hate when people like downplay what they're capable of. I understand TikTok has ruined a lot of people's attention span, but you don't gotta let it be that way.
You can change it.
What's your saying? You keep saying from Gurren Lagann, Danny?
Believe in the me that believes in you. No,
no, isn't it the other way around? Believe in yourself or something like that. Whatever you be saying.
Believe in the me that believes in you.
Oh, okay.
But at the end, instead of believing in somebody else believing in you, you're believing in the you that believes in yourself. That's like the final lesson in Gurren Lagann.
Okay, there we go. I was like, you know how it goes.
Yeah.
Music. The JoJo's of Gundam is accurate. I'm telling you, Pete.
All right. Is it on Crunchyroll? Because I'm gonna get on it tonight.
I'm telling you, bro. Ria said, I've seen Iron Blooded Orphans and Gundam 00. Iron Blooded Orphans I haven't seen, but I know it's like peak storytelling of Gundams. But I like to have fun in my Gundam.
I don't know if I've ever even heard of that.
It's one of it's like the one, you know what I mean?
Mobile Suit Gundams, Iron Blood Orphans.
Yeah.
2 seasons. Okay. I'll watch that after I catch up on G Gundam. After I finish.
You're gonna love G Gundam. Bro, I've thought about getting a Shuffle Alliance tattoo before, but then I was like, do I really want to do that?
Once you get to a certain age, 100%. Dude, once my dad hit like 45, sleeves, neck tattoos. He's like, I don't give a fuck anymore. My kids are both 18, out of my house.
Damn, bro. This is definitely the Yap cast. We not even talk about One Piece.
I mean, there's not much to say about in these pages. I mean, except for the fact that
I saw something that somebody, I think it was Grand Line who actually put a video that what if Big Ange is a traitor?
Big Ange?
What if she's a traitor? Because like, how did they get these kids to fall asleep? How do they know what these kids' dreams were?
Well, killing him, I think that he could just like go into their minds. Because what would the point of Big Ange being like, guys, I think I know what's going on. It's the nightmares. Like she didn't need to do that if she's in on it. And listen, also, bro, killing him doesn't.
We had Conjuro. We had. I'm not believing it completely, but I could be somebody sus. Somebody sus.
No, because you know what it is that people already have like. I mean, we already think that King Harold's is a traitor, but given the context of this chapter and the end, I don't believe that as much anymore. I don't think it's Big Ange. That's all I'm going to say. I don't think it's Big Ange. I think if anything, it's Ja Rule.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Ja Rule would be a traitor over Big Ange.
All right. Yes. Shade said Psy was the first one to call it out. Bro got obviously bro watch everybody. He know the whole lore. The Nico Robin right here. Is this I think it's pronounced Psy.
Then what's with the V?
I think maybe the V silent.
Listen, I don't know. I'm not gonna say anything. I don't know who it is anyway.
Somebody could correct me. He usually does a lot of videos with Parvision.
Okay.
Yeah,
I know him.
They do a lot of collab streams together.
Gotcha.
Also, want to take note of this transponder pill bug.
Yeah.
Huge.
I mean, it's ugly. I mean, this is LBAF. Of course, it's huge.
Yeah. At first, I was like, "What is this thing?" And I was like, "Oh, it's just like a big ass snail."
Yo, thank God that Nami and Jinbei are sober because Brook, his head is still by his groin. This man is out.
Brook
You
is
can't
lit.
get this man to
Brook
do
is
anything
lit
right now.
up. Useless right now.
Brook's lit. Usopp's lit. I think that's it, right?
I mean, yeah.
Because
Where's Frankie? Yeah, I don't know where Frankie is.
Ripley.
Ripley, yeah.
Yeah, they're still exploring. They're on their Tomb Raider game.
Yeah.
Luffy, Zoro, Sanji are all together. Yeah, so that's kind of it. Robin and Chopper are together, and boom.
Okay. All right, let's get to the next 2 pages.
Do it.
Did you say branch 8? It's not looking good over there. Oh no. That's the school where my granddaughter's granddaughter Ilva goes. How many generations is that? I think you've all had enough to drink now. Yeah, you should get it together. Bam, bam, bam. Yes, that's quick work. The firefighting spar is on the case. You've got this, firefighters. We're counting on you. As they pull up. Huh? What's that? As we see giant Brook appears from the trees. Nani? As the spar ship gets slapped away. Looks like Team Rocket's blasting off again. Everybody looking up. What?
Yo, those guys. I love that they actually have like a fire force over here.
Fire
force of giants.
They got cooked so fast.
Yo, Ja Rule, I don't trust that he's drunk. I don't know. I feel like it's an act. Again, I don't think that he's a good guy. I think he's a traitor. So all that,
I think him and Loki are like hiding something together. I think they're in cahoots with each other to try to protect Harrow's legacy.
Yes. Agreed.
So I think that's what's sus about him. Not so much that like he is betrayed or like wants the downfall of Elbaf. More so he's trying to maybe protect just the peace. Reed, I love your content, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. You're a gentleman.
Listen,
and a scholar for leaving a comment.
We're always happy that even one person enjoys it because, listen.
Yeah,
we
need to know because if you don't know, now you know.
Yeah, because back in the day, we was putting stuff out and be like, all right, man, we got 2 views.
Boom, and now we have 4.
That's Oda's telling us that Fire Force is trash. Oh,
whoa, hey, yo, slow down, Shade, slow down. What's going on here? Where is this coming from?
Are
you not a Fire Force fan? Are you not a Soul Leader fan? Did you read the manga? I want to know.
Oh my God,
Fire Force is great. What's not to like about it?
Inquiring minds need to know. Maybe it's too much etchy.
I get it. But that shouldn't stop you. It's okay. You gotta see through the etchiness. There's not that many. I've seen worse.
Za
is pretty bad.
Za said, bro, the Giant stock is terrible. Honestly, you have to put it into you got to put it into perspective. He hates the Giants at the fact they became soft. Listen, I agree. Make Elbaf great again, but they're getting cooked by God's Knights, not CP0, not CP9, not Baroque Works, not the Beast Pirates, the Toby Ropo. This ain't the Toby Ropo. These are God's Knights.
Yeah, but right now this is like, I mean, what are you gonna do against a giant drawing like that, right? Like nothing, especially when you're in the middle of the air.
Yeah. It's bigger than them.
It's probably as big as Loki, honestly.
It might be bigger.
That's also very true. You're right.
Yeah.
Honestly, I thought that was Brook for a second. I forgot.
I thought it was Brook for a second, and I was like, "Did Brook peep something?" Is Brook like? I thought it was gonna make a joke on Brook noticing the other skeleton because that would have been funny.
Yeah, this thing was like, "Get the shit out of me here! This is my court."
Bro said, "Burn the tree down." Jeez.
Well, a lot of people are thinking that the tree might get burned down,
and now the Giants have to live amongst everybody else. Yo, somebody said we gotta start calling him Saint Zaza. Yo, Honestly,
that name go hard. I'm not gonna lie.
That name go hard, yo. It might be time, bro. You might have
Switch
to
it up.
You might have to be Saint Zaza, bro. Cause you
Yeah,
a
I actually do
demon.
like the
You
sound of
really
that.
be like, you want Robin to still be miserable. You want the
You
kids
want
to
Saul to
die.
die.
You want Saul to die.
You want the tree to burn down.
You want the tree to burn. You might be Saint Za.
Holy Night Za.
Holy Night Za.
I agree, but since this, speaking of which, he says, I agree, but since the start of Elbath, man, I'm like, bro, what's going on? He is going to use the name. Let's go.
You got to change it, bro. You got to change it to.
You can't say you didn't leave here with nothing.
You left here with a new nickname.
A whole new identity.
This is what we do at the Moon Piece podcast. Vegapunk did need to die. But see, you're savage. Savage.
Hey, 10 toes down. I love it.
You have my blessings, Saint Zaza. We got to give him offerings.
There we go. Make a t-shirt, bro.
Make a t-shirt.
I ain't giving him offerings. He ain't no Tenryu Bito.
You're just a mere God's Knight.
Like Gunko.
Like Gunko.
No. All right.
That.
Let's get into the next couple pages. Now we're cutting back to the Saint Summers and the gang. He's over here laughing his ass off. You see how shocked those giants were when they got stabbed by those thorns? It's like the famous saying, every love has its thorns. Yeah, I'd never heard of it. You're so apathetic, Gunko. You know what? Love is the passion to reach out and squeeze someone tight, even as you see the thorns up close. The best part of this game is when it's parents and children. Parents hug their kids tight, thorns and all. And when the kids scream and wail, when they see their worst nightmare, mommy and daddy dying in agony as they're eating food, eating dinner over here. There's real emotion in killing. Saint Summers, thorn fruit, the thorn man. Boom. Death by love. Isn't that just so exciting? No interest. The woman who never knew love. Which route did you choose, Gunko? There was, says Killingham, there was a thick branch that ran down the middle. Well, if they walk straight that way, they'll reach the village sea clouds. The middle one's good, stands out better, makes their utter futility all the more apparent, says Summers. And here Killingham cuts in. Summers, I need a little bit of salt. So Summers is like, salt? And then you see a little love beam. One.
A little love beam.
And then Killingham's thinking salt. And it cuts right there. So what is going on here? Yo, Saint Summers, dickhead. Certified.
Came out swinging.
Dude, certified asshole, man. Even Gunko's not like chilling with this guy.
Yo. He is wicked, bro. He is wicked. His energy.
I'm not gonna lie though, he's a little funny.
Nah, honestly, I thought we was gonna see Zoro versus Somers, but this might have to be Sanji versus Somers.
Sanji? Because of love? Oh yeah.
This might have to be Sanji versus Somers, bro. Because the exoskeleton might be fine against these thorns.
Yeah, that's a good point. It could be Sanji. It could be a Sanji team up though. Like, I don't know if
Zoro versus Gunko directions. Zoro don't follow those.
Yeah, direct. Tell me what way to go. I'll go the other way.
Don't follow.
You'll never see me coming.
And then when we find out what Killingham's powers is, imagination, dreams,
imagination. So what, Luffy?
Luffy's probably gonna have to fight all these giant monsters. You know what I mean? While maybe somebody else fights against
Luffy and Loki.
Yeah, while like somebody else fights actual Killingham. Maybe that's where Usopp has to step up. Because maybe Killingham is not physically strong.
Maybe his ability is just OP. Maybe Killingham takes Luffy's worst nightmare. What would Luffy's worst nightmare be?
Well, it has to be the nightmare or dreams, right? So I don't know. I mean, he chose a dream. I don't even know. The power seems kind of OP when you think about it.
Yeah, but there has to be a weakness. Like the weakness could be like the durability of these nightmares and dreams. You know, it could be literally 1 HP.
Yeah, I think maybe it has to do with the user, right?
Yeah, their life force and hockey or whatever.
Like their energy per se. So do we think Somers is? Are we considering the thorn fruit a paramecia or Logia?
Yeah. No, I would say paramecia. Nothing about this is kind of giving Logia the way it's like wrapping around his arms instead of him just being the thorns himself. Kind of like What was the woman who was in the Baroque works who fought Nami? Was that
Miss, not Merry Christmas, Miss Doublefinger.
Yeah, pause. Was it Miss New Year's? Like New Year's something? I forget her name.
No, I just told you.
But her, what was her fruit? Because her fruit,
the spike fruit. Miss,
because that's what it would be if it would be a Logia, but even that was a paramecia. Double fruits. The toge, which is a spike fruit. Yeah, the spike fruit.
Yeah. Okay, so it's kind of,
it would
this
be,
is maybe an OP version of that.
Yeah, it's just a different version of that. Thorns, but it's more, again, like it probably has something more to do with love. Like someone's psychological state towards
I saw a video where I was saying, like, you know, briar specifically, because they use briar in a different translation, and like there's a lot more biblical and a lot more like lore and connotations to like briar and what it's used for. I forgot all the lore against it, but if you look it up and look up the history of like what it's used for in imagery and different stories in like the past, it's a lot more to it that has something to do with like what it's able to do about people like not getting close to it. You know what I mean?
Oda's in his metaphorical bag right now.
There's always layers. I mean, listen, One Piece is always as deep as you want to make it, because I can always understand how some people just like, it's just Rubber Boy and powers happening. For some people, how they process it, but it's only as fun as you make it.
Dude, if Killingham does end up kind of like fighting Luffy, then it'll kind of be like Mythical Beast fighting Mythical Beast.
Yeah.
I would love to see that.
I think that's a good, like, kind of fight, you know what I mean? But I would be okay if this is the opportunity for Usopp to step up and fight Killingham's main body. Or maybe the rest of the crew works together to go against Killingham's main body while Luffy and Loki fights the Nightmares. Or just Luffy by himself.
Yeah.
Because Luffy's going to probably be the only one who can get as big as them. Pause.
I like the way Oda does draw Summers here in a couple of the panels, like in the second page on the top right, where he's like death by love. Yeah. Like, I don't know, he looks a little goofy there. And then he falls back in his chair. You know, he's having a good time. He's laughing. And then in the bottom panel, when he's like, the middle one's good. Like, I don't know. I feel like Oda I can see him. He's enjoying drawing Summers.
Oda designed him like the dude from, was it like a Big Lebowski?
Yes, 100%. He looks like that guy.
Kind of funny. And then Gunko's personality, like seeing like their personalities, the fact that they just shooting the shit, like eating casually while all this chaos is happening.
Multitasking.
Crazy, bro. All right.
You want to do the next two?
Next two. Saint Killingham, dragon fruit, mythical model, kidding, dream manifesting man. As we see Somers knocked out, Killingham reaches into a cloud. Oh, Aspatch rock salt, gourmet stuff. You can wake up now. What about the sleep tids you pulled out of those brats' dreams? I can keep them going at the same time, of course. Hey, this salt goes perfectly with the meal. I'll try some too. Anyway, speaking of the giants, boats in the village, apparently they draw rainbows in the sky with those painter rocks. It's delicious. Real unique culture they've got. So, all we have to do is take one of those to return to the Holy Land, as Gunko's eating. We've basically won already. It's too easy. This is a game. This is a baby game for babies. I'm very full now. All this and 0 calories? Well, it's dream food, so 0 energy too. Don't worry, Somers. There will be trouble. I saw a pirate ship moored on the sea clouds of the village. The Emperor of the Sea, Straw Hat Luffy, is here. Huh? Wait, the kids are walking right towards the fire. See? You didn't expect this. Not to worry. If they die, we can send more.
Damn. See? That's disrespectful.
Bro.
I think what's the most disrespectful here is not the disregard for the children's safety, but the fact that he didn't even react when Gunko told him that Luffy was here. One of the 4 emperors, he didn't even acknowledge that. He's like, whoa, what about those kids though?
I mean, I think I got giddy when I was reacting to it the first time. I was like, man, it really does hit when they acknowledge him as that, bro. I'm like, man, we
Yeah.
fucking nigga, we made it.
We here.
We made it.
He's one of the 4 emperors. Everyone knows that.
The shit hits crazy, bro.
It hits different too because after what was it? Whole Cake Island, when people were talking that Luffy might be the 5th. It was like, a lot of people didn't acknowledge it. But now?
Yeah, like it's called Yonko, not like how do you say 5?
I don't know.
Genie-san.
I'm not gonna look it up either.
Fuck, I wish there was a 5th Germa suit.
Yeah.
Then I'd be able to figure it out.
But yeah, even that. Wait, Reiju?
No, Ray's
no,
0.
She's the second. Oh, she's 0. Oh, never mind.
Yeah. That.
But yeah. So even the government fully acknowledges it, and it's to the point where like they don't even want their officials to engage with them because it could spark a war or whatever.
5 is Gonko. Oh, that's how you would say it. Gon. Is 5 Gon?
Gonko. Gon.
Is it Gon? Because if it was 5, it would be Gonko instead of Yonko.
Wow. Google Translate gave me the kanji. It's go.
Okay. Now we know.
That's crazy. How do they give me the 5? That's fucked up. Go. Yeah, just straight up go.
Okay.
G-O.
P said the devil fruit is broken. Honestly, the fact that you can, it is funny, I think, that like they're eating the meal and they can taste how it is, but it's 0 calories and they get no energy from it.
That literally is the dream. That is dream food.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you just want to eat. I don't care about energy.
I feel like we've seen something like that before in One Piece, right? Like, doesn't somebody have something similar where like, is it like the Kibidango doesn't taste good?
I don't know. What does that have to do with calories, bro?
No, well, I'm saying like somebody can manifest food, but it doesn't taste or give you a feeling, like it doesn't fill you up.
Oh, I think when Katakuri was doing the mochi, Luffy's like, ugh, I hate mochi, but I'll eat it anyway.
Yeah, but like it doesn't give you energy or whatever. You know what I mean? And it was the same thing with Otama's fruit, the Kibidango thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like she can make those dumplings, but like they'll make the Kibidango, but it wasn't like sustenance.
I don't remember.
Okay.
I couldn't tell you. I'm so sorry. I failed you.
I'm like, damn, bro, he's giving me nothing. He's like, he's not even over here like, oh, that's interesting. He's over here like, I don't know. Don't know, don't care. Don't know, don't care.
No, because like I mean, yeah, it's an interesting. Like I already told you that, like that's the dream, but like I don't remember hearing it any other time in the story.
A similar thing, okay. But well, I remember at least.
Like with Killingham's fruit, you could order a whole pizza, eat the whole thing, and not feel a goddamn thing about it.
Yeah, you just have the taste.
Stuffed crust, no problem, bro. Cheesy garlic bread on the side, you got it.
Going crazy. But yeah, the interest in power, bro, was just like casually, just like he seems like he's just chilling while having all these things active. The painter rock, you know, that's coming back into play.
I think didn't somebody say that stuff only works in Elbaf? The painter rock, didn't Harjin say that, or
I believe
Dorian
so.
Broggie?
I think that's just like that's what they use there.
Yeah, because I don't think that you could just like take that. Otherwise, like shit, Shanks would be using that in the seas. I mean, maybe he does. We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know, and also like we don't know the applications and like where it works best. I think Elbaf is so big that it probably maybe works better there. Maybe specific type of clouds. It could be a weather thing. It could be something. Like you could probably leave with it, but like you can't use it.
Yeah.
But yeah, they more of their personalities. Gonko's enjoying the food. Somer's is complaining because he's like, man, this shit is a little too easy. Like guys, they
gotta play on brave mode, bro.
They act
on proud mode.
Proud mode. Yeah, they're trying to cook Kimmy, bro. I'm like, yo, don't let her. Don't you? She's already struggling against Cerberus, bro.
All right, but when she gets to Kingdom Hearts 2, she better play proud mode.
That's not fun. It's just not a good time for anybody.
The game mechanics are better there,
bro. It's not a good time for anybody. She will be stuck on the first stage for like 4 streams that people are just gonna stop watching.
Okay, you're right. All right, so I found the chapter with the painters, whatever it's called, and they said, "So we go right up this rainbow. We'll have a grand feast." The rainbows are caused by the refraction of light passing through the raindrops. You can ride on rainbows.
Shade said Big Mom's cook. That's his fruit, but his food doesn't taste good. Like he can make food, but it doesn't taste good with his fruit.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they don't say anything about it not being taken out of LBAF, so never mind. Sorry.
Yeah.
But again, this is funny how like killing him literally just put Somers to sleep. So I guess he can use hypnosis and Dream Eater at the same time.
And hypnosis and Dream Eater. Nigga is Gengar.
Yo, he's a Pokemon, bro. He already looks like one.
Yeah.
So yeah, he literally just puts him to sleep with whatever beam that is.
Yeah.
And then like reaches up. So I guess the cloud is like a manifestation. It kind of is like Luffy when he like pulls stuff out of thin
that's what
air.
I'm saying. Like that could be a good fight. You know what I mean? They really just sleeping on this. This is a God Valley level incident that's about to happen, bro. Mm-hmm. We are in the middle of watching a God Valley incident take place.
Yes and no. Like
we don't know how much is about to escalate.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like we don't know how much is going to escalate, and I just feel like Somers and killing him. Gunko, I don't believe is a threat. Something about Gunko, I feel like she's a punk. The fact that we talked to like Zoro might be a good matchup for her. Yeah, that's a good matchup, but he's gonna make light work of Gunko.
No, we don't know for sure yet.
Yeah, absolutely. But Saint Summers and Killingham, they just don't give me final boss level energy for this arc.
Okay.
So I'm looking forward to seeing how this escalates.
Yeah. I mean, think about like we just got through Egghead, right? And think about the beginning of Egghead. Mm-hmm. Right? We were like, Lucci, okay. And then we thought it was just gonna be Saint J. Garcia Saturn and Borsalino,
Kizaru.
Right? Kizaru. But then like look how quickly it escalated from there, right? We thought that was gonna be enough, right? I think 3 God's Knights is a lot. Like respectfully, like I want to put respect on the God's Knights names. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
I want to assume that they're high level threats. Like I feel like that would be a waste if they already see more high level threats than what the Toby Robo ever gave us with the Beast Pirates.
Yeah, so, I mean, Killingham's Devil Fruit alone is crazy.
Yeah, and then
Saint Summers, his is cool. You know, he's
and the climax of this all could be like all of Elbaf does end up on fire potentially, which is I think a high enough level problem that they did their job.
Yeah.
If it's like left devastated, like if it's left devastated at that point, I don't know. I mean, I'm okay with more people showing up. Who for all I know, more God's Knights show up, and this becomes even more crazier. Or maybe other pirate crews.
If it does get devastated, then that kind of defeats the. But we don't know okay, so Shamrock wants to take over Elbaf. They already decided that.
Yeah.
But we don't know their intentions with Elbaf if because they want like the resources.
They could go scorched earth.
They just go scorched earth, exactly. So we don't really know exactly what, but destroying Elbaf, like, is that really the best? Like, at the end of the day, they could make use of the Atom Wood there at the very least.
It could be a matter. I feel like the Celestial Dragons and the world government right now is on such extremes that if they feel like they genuinely can't get it and the Giants will be rebelling against them, they would rather just burn the whole shit down.
Totally fair.
That's such a play that they would do.
Yeah. Like, I feel like they could have done that in Egghead too, like with the Mother Flame. Like, listen, if we can't get it, then fucking destroy it all.
Right?
Buster call this shit. Who cares?
Fuck it. Nobody gonna have it.
Yeah.
Right. All right. So next 2 pages.
Next 2. All right. Here we're cutting back to the underworld. Damn you, Loki! Go on, Hydrogen. Try and stop me, you punk bitch.
Oh, Jesus.
But no, you can't possibly stop me. You can't even lift Ragnir, loser. I just hope no one gets hurt in the Sun World, says Gerd. They will. Oh, they will. The flames will only spread further. So make your choice. Will you undo this last cuff and free me? If you don't answer me, whoa, wait, says Harujan. All right. Loki smiles. And then from the back, Zoro's over here like, don't get suckered in, Harujan. Rora, Nora, Zoro? I guess Luffy, and then Luffy comes in. I guess I got to do it. If he can move, I'll stop him. That was the deal. All right, so Luffy's ready to throw hands with Loki right now.
Put him up.
You want fisticuffs right now?
Ooh, fisticuffs, put them up.
I'm the first panel on the right. I was happy to see because now this really is giving us just a little bit more perspective on everyone's sizes of the giants, Loki, and then where Luffy, Zoro, and Sanji stand.
Bro, that hammer is big.
Dude, that hammer's as big as Harujin and the other giants.
Niggas is out here talking about what if Usopp could pick it up. I'm like, guys, let's be like, we are getting we're not even trying to like figure it out. We just saying ideas now.
I like it. I like the idea. That would be super cool.
Maybe the hammer shrinks.
Maybe
if the hammer shrinks.
If it could shrink, then Loki wouldn't be teasing Harujin about picking it up.
Or maybe Usopp gets a fragment of the hammer and makes it into a little mini hammer of itself.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Nah,
I like that idea.
He thought about it. He said, "Nah, you cooked there." He said, "I like that meal. That's a good meal."
I like that a lot. That would be so cool.
Bro, that's the first time I ever see you enjoy one of my meals.
I'll think about it, but you might be right.
Bro, the way Hajuden is like looking down at Zoro. Zoro.
Oh, he spoke.
Because Zoro basically like, bro, he yapping.
Right?
Don't
worry about it. Just let him talk. That man's Zoro knows. Look at the blood dripping down this man's face.
Yeah.
He's hurt.
This panel with Luffy, though, I was like, when I read that first, I was like, that's so gangster. Nigga over here like, all right, I said I was going to fuck you up.
Yeah. Putting the dukes up like Popeye the Sailor Man. Like, let's go. All
right.
But yeah. You want to take the next two?
Yep. Wait, Mugiwara. He'll electrocute you if you get too close. Very well, then. I hear your answer. Stop this, Loki. If you hit the children, there's no turning back. Make sure you go easy on him, Luffy, or his wounds will get worse. Gum. Damn it. I've lost this one. Arm balloon. Huh? K.O. You
K.O. I love that. Yeah, man. As we knew, Loki, dude, that man is suffering. The fact that he was even able to stand up after everything is already a feat in and of itself.
Listen, bro, I'm just saying. I know he was hurt, P. I know he was hurt, and he went down one hit.
Corey.
But I'm not saying bro don't have automatically high ass durability because he's an ancient giant inherently. But maybe the hammer is all he got.
First of all, I think we know he has a devil fruit,
but it could be whack.
And the hammer's not what?
It could be whack. It could be low-key whack.
No, I don't think so, bro. That was passed throughout the lineage of the giant.
It could be low-key whack.
I doubt it. I don't know why you're saying this. We've already been told that it's an OP ass devil fruit passed down through the royal family.
I don't know why you're like this.
And if it was whack, they wouldn't even bother putting sea stone cuffs on this man.
Maybe all he could do is transform illusions.
We'll see. I don't know. Either way, any devil fruit power on top of the fact that he has Ragnir, which is the lightning ability, I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't think that that's coming from Loki because again, we already know that Elnell is the lightning man.
Yeah.
Speaking of the lightning, though, I love how
P is not having it. He is not having it in the chat. He's not having it.
Nah, man. Yeah, dude. I don't even know why you're bringing this up, bro. Like, we've already been through this. P's about to join the stream, honestly.
P's like, let me talk some sense into you, brother, man.
Dude, I thought we let that agenda go a long time ago.
Listen, I know
he was injured. Yes, bro. He was stabbed 3 times. He got beat on for at least 20 minutes.
Got durability, bro. Maybe he's a tank.
You know what? He's got durability and willpower to be able to get up and still try to do whatever it is that he's trying to do. Loki's willpower is everything in the world of One Piece. Willpower is
killing me.
Corey, I respect you for sticking to your ground, but that's an L take. Corey, you don't believe this. I don't know. Are you saying this to be?
No, bro. When have I ever done that?
Yeah, that's usually me who does that.
You do it for the content. I believe. I've been believing in it for a minute, bro. We talking how many? It's been 20 chapters. I've been saying it.
Remember the last time you believed in something and that this wasn't really Elbath? How did that work out?
I mean, listen, I lost, and I'm okay. I came through out of it alive, and now I got to pick a new agenda.
Dude, I feel like anybody who's able to pick up a hammer like Ragnar that has like lightning powers ain't gonna be no punk.
He
bitch,
could just
bro.
be worthy. Don't mean he is actually that strong physically. High defense, low attack power, maybe. Without the hammer.
Then why is it that so you're telling me that for that reason it took Shanks to take him down?
We don't know if Shanks low diffed him.
Yeah, but only Shanks was the only one who could do it. If he had no high attack, then the Giants could have eventually.
He still got the hammer. The hammer's still a threat. I'm not saying the hammer's not the threat. I'm not saying the hammer's not the threat. The hammer could be the threat, and Loki could not be the threat.
But he can wield the hammer, bro.
He could just be worthy. Or he could just be big enough.
I disagree.
He could just be big enough.
It's okay, though. It's okay. We can't all be right.
All right.
I like how Zoro's like, yo, Luffy, make sure that you don't cook this man because we still need him. And I love how Harujan's like, yo, don't get too close. You'll get electrocuted. And it's like, oh,
guys,
don't you know what rubber is?
He's like, I'm a rubber man. Rubber band man. Wow, that's a Taliban.
What's rubber?
You want to take next two?
Yeah, let's do it. All right, still in the other worlds. We're cutting a little fast forward now. Zoro's over here saying, damn, he really was at death's door, huh? He was summoning all the strength he had left on a gamble. If his bluff had worked, though, he would have escaped so that he could collapse somewhere in secret. I just can't imagine that working. Based on the amount of blood he'd lost, it's up to you whether or not to heal him. But and Luffy's cutting in. I had business with Loki too, but it had to wait when I saw how bloody he was. Roto comes in. It is true that whoever attempted to kill Loki, it is a separate incident from the matter of his own crimes. And I think I might know who it was, he thinks to himself. Luffy says, please, Harujan, help him out a little. I don't want to let him die, no matter who he is. Harujan's over here thinking it over, mulling it over. Gerd chimes in, until he's fully healed, it'll probably take months. If you really want to see him recover, you shouldn't leave him in a place like this. But if he's taken to the village, it'll only lead to more calls for execution. They'll kill him. They hate him that much? He's an irredeemable scumbag. Luffy says, those horns turned out to be real, huh? As he's sitting on them, they're a holdover of his ancient giant blood, just like his father, Harald. Yeah, why is Luffy such a disrespectful punk, bro? Why is he gonna be sitting on this man's horns as he's like on his deathbed?
Yo, this is Road is Shade's goat because Road's like, he's like paying attention, putting the clues together.
Road is Shade's goat?
Yeah.
Oh, because of the fact that he thinks it might be Shamrock.
Well, Road's been Shade's goat.
Oh,
I don't know why.
Yeah, because of the I'm assuming the simpness of him towards all of the women in One Piece.
But I mean, shout out to him. He's paying attention. He's putting the clues together. He's the only one really thinking about it, as a weeb should.
Yeah, but he should speak up and say something. But I'm sure that they're all gonna like put the pieces together once Loki wakes up. Which
P said, a dude that big with no attack power, that's cool. We're gonna get a backstory soon. He said, I'm done. He said, I'm done having a conversation with you, bro.
Yeah, it's just at this point, there's no point in even arguing about it. Like, we're gonna get answers soon.
Shay said, Road is the GOAT. Put respect on that man's name.
See, you said it. You called it.
King
Harold never used rubber. Oh, and has an offspring called Harujan.
Jesus Christ.
The smartest giant in history.
Going crazy. Luffy really, I really keep on getting astounded that Luffy says Hajuden name correctly.
Right? Why do you think that is? Do you think it's because they shared the sake cup?
I think, yeah. Like, I'm like saying, like, oh, he really respect these motherfuckers. Like, he really gonna call them, like, is he gonna, he'll probably still call Cavendish cabbage just to be petty.
Yeah, because they're rivals.
And I feel like he's not gonna call Bart. What does he call Barto? Does he call Barto like Barto or
I think he says Barto. I don't think he ever called him by his name.
by like a nickname or something like that?
Maybe he's
Crest,
calling him
because he's
by his
calling him Crest.
name.
He's calling him Cresthead before.
I don't remember.
No, I'm just saying like that's the nickname he was
Oh,
calling
okay,
before. He was
okay.
calling him Crest because Luffy don't be calling people by their names at first.
Ever.
So like he was calling him Cresthead before.
Maybe he's calling him Harjin because he like wants his help with Loki.
Well, he did it before, right? He's been calling Hydrogen by his right name the whole time. It's just like every time I see it, I'm always like, huh. It could be because Luffy really just like looks up and respects giants.
Mm-hmm.
Like that could just be the
true.
reason why. Like he's remembering every single giant's name.
So then that just means that he doesn't respect everybody else who he gets their names wrong.
Yeah, that's why usually he gets their names wrong because he don't respect them. And then once he calls you by the right name, that's what happened with Bonnie. He was calling her Bonnie Bogey, and then Bonnie like went through like her Kuma backstory a little bit of it, and then he was just like, "Oh, that's so cool," and she's like, "That's not fucking cool. It's just whack, bro. And stop calling me Bogey. It's Bonnie." He's like, "My bad."
Oh, my bad. Yeah.
And then he started calling.
He still calls Law Trow guy though.
He don't got time to be saying Trafalgar. That's just I don't even got time.
You just say Law. That's 3 words, one syllable.
I mean, bro, that's his rival. Just like bro's always gonna be Jaggy.
Jaggy, yeah. Yo, what do you think of the fact that Gerd says that it's going to take months for Loki to heal?
Yo, bro did damage. Oh, it could be because he's frail.
Okay, I think we both know that Loki is not going to be out for the count for the arc.
Yes.
They're going to take the sea stone cuffs off of him.
Yeah, he's going to get a little bit energy. He's just going to be nerfed. And then we're going to be like, oh, that's not even the whole thing. We're going to be like, well, that wasn't even Loki at his full power.
That's not even my final form.
Yeah, and then we're going to have to guess about how we're going to power scale Loki. Like, it's inevitable. Like, we never seen him at 100.
This man's not going to be out for months.
Yeah. Shade said Luffy feels bad for putting hydrogen on the ground with 1 hit back in the day. Light work.
Wait, that's
yeah. He fought him in the Dressrosa Coliseum, cooked them
in the tournament.
1 hit, the same. Him and his brother, 1 hit.
1 hit KO.
How you knock out both the brothers in 1 hit? That's crazy. Like, I'm gonna get my big brother on you and knock your brother out too. Knock both y'all niggas out.
Because that's how we do. That's how Team Daigoran rolls.
Word. But yeah, your boy Loki is out. The size of like Luffy compared to Loki's horns is also crazy.
Yeah, dude, the horn's huge, and Luffy's over here chilling on it like it's at a bench at the park. He's enjoying the sights.
Yeah, but they really talking bad on bro's name. They're like, we could heal him faster if we move him, but like they know like, yo, they gonna hate. We can't bring him anywhere.
Yeah.
But it's interesting to see like Luffy really doesn't want to let him die, no matter like how he is. I wonder why.
Do you think it really is still about finding out where Shanks is, or do you think he like has a little bit more respect for him now?
Maybe, yeah, it could be something with that. Maybe like Luffy just, Luffy has a good judge of character, right?
Yeah, it can't just be the Shanks thing.
Yeah, like he knows. Yeah, I feel like he knows. Like, nah, bro's really not a bad guy.
Yeah,
or like maybe he knows that bro is like been fronting. Maybe Luffy can really tell that bro is a fronter. Like,
I mean, he was able to tell when Robin was.
Yeah,
when Robin was lying.
Like he's good about seeing what people like, how people really are and what they're capable of. We'll see. So,
do I get into the last page?
Yep, last 2. You are my Hydrogen is looking down. You are my sons, and I love you both. I want you two to work together to support Elbaf after I'm gone. I can't believe this tiny weakling is supposed to be my big brother. As we see young Loki standing over Hydrogen. You're just a bastard. You're not our father's legitimate son. Hear that, Hydrogen? Your mother had filthy blood in her veins. As we see Hydrogen looking over Loki's head with his axe in hand. Wind blowing.
That was really good. That was a really good win, bro. Yeah, you had me believing it.
Wait. Don't lose control. Hydrogen. I've never forgiven him for what he did. He insulted my mother and killed my father. Go on. Do it, you sad little berserker. Or perhaps Instead of indulging in your petty personal drama, take a look at the woods around us. They all say I went and killed Dad with pure murder in my heart. But you don't believe that, do you?
Boom.
That's Hydrogen looks shocked. And that's the end of the
Yo.
chapter.
First of all, if you go back to the last page, that axe was in Harjan's back. That shit was not in his hand. So for him to like pull out that axe, bro, he was like, "This damn dirty bastard said, what about my mother?
What you said about my mama? Oh, that shit you said. This is my one chance." Yo,
dude,
can
the
you
trauma
imagine if
came
he
back?
did it? Can you
killed him?
This would be a different series.
Yeah, and then Harjan became the villain of this.
I think it would piss the whole One Piece community off. I think.
Yeah, because the hype for Loki would have been like really high, but then Harjan's like, "Nah, fuck this man."
That would have been. It would have been the craziest plot twist, but that's just not good storytelling.
Yeah, it's not. It would have been cold though.
It would have been cold as hell. I would have been like, Oda, you hyped this up this whole time, and you think this is JJK?
I did not know your game, sir. I was not familiar
with your game.
I thought I was.
Speaking
of which, though, Loki's little spiel over here at the end, he's really telling him about himself right now.
He said, you got your head up your ass right now, bro. Think. Use your fucking brain.
Think, Mark. Think.
Think.
But having said that, Loki is a trickster. They've always said that he's a liar. So what if he's just saying this to plant the seed of doubt in Harjan's mind?
I mean, bro,
I don't think so. But
at this point, Oda's been telling this the whole time, like that Loki's not really bad. It's been kind of obvious, the whole time. So it's just gonna be. He's probably just tired. He's tired. In the other translation, he seems so much more tired of keeping up a front. That's how the verbiage was for TCB. And he's like, bro, I've been having to like wear this mask of being like the villain, and I'm over it. Like, if you want to do it, go ahead and do it. Like, you got your head so far up your ass, you can't see the forest through the trees or something like that. I think that was the quote. And usually people say it like that, like you're not really thinking about the situation and processing everything. Like, from what you know, you're just gonna believe what you hear. Yeah. And even the same way Scalper Gabon was talking about, rumors and things like that, like how that works and how it works in Elbaf. He made a note about that. So, and he was just like, oh, what are you gonna do if Loki acts up or whatever? So, like, it seems like even Scalper Gabon trust Loki if Luffy's gonna, especially because Scalper Gabon seems like he knows something is up on this island with the whole hockey thing. Like, he knows something's amiss. He's just not alerting them to what's going on. He definitely knows more than. He's like, I'm gonna see y'all later, probably because he's gonna run to the God's Knights first, maybe get cooked.
Yeah. I mean, I think that Loki. Do you think that we're gonna get backstory next chapter? I did not think that we were gonna get.
I think it's time.
Yeah, I did not think we were gonna get the reveal of what really happened with King Harold this soon. And I mentioned it a little early in this chapter.
We're about 20 chapters into Elbaf, right?
I would say, yeah.
Yeah, we're about
20. The King Harold being a fraud agenda has been a thing for a few several chapters now.
Yeah.
But kind of, I don't know, kind of getting this like backstory, not slight backstory with King Harold showing love for both of his children and like wanting them to lead Elbaf after he's like dead. And even Loki saying like, you don't believe I murdered our father, right? Like, kind of shows you like, I loved our dad. He was that guy. So like, I mean, he's not saying that in those exact words, but his wordage here is like, bro, you really think I'd kill dad?
Yeah.
What? That's my dad. So like,
I think it says they're 16 years old here, or at least Hydrogen is 16. I think that's what Shade is saying, because this looks like what this looks like what Hydrogen looked like during the Big Mom flashback.
When? What are you talking about?
In the Hydrogen's age.
Okay.
Like remember during the Big Mom flashback, the Giants were there. Hydrogen was in that.
Okay.
And Gerd and all of them.
I remember Gerd. I didn't remember Harjan for some reason.
Yeah, so that's the age, because he was like training and stuff like that there. But like this is the same age. But yeah, I mean, something's definitely up.
I'm thinking that
If not,
King Harold really did want to initiate a world of peace,
yeah.
and Loki and Harjin were both kind of on board. But then, and again, like if I'm just like
Oh,
just using the
16
pieces that I
chapters.
have,
That's what he means. Only 16 chapters. My fault.
okay. And if I'm using the pieces that I have, if I'm thinking that Ja Rule is the true traitor and the villain, and he
Oh,
saw that his
you
brother.
going that way instead of thinking that Harold is the traitor and the villain.
Yes, I'm thinking King Harold. Yes, he did want Elbaf to go down the straight route of being a peaceful country, and Loki and Harjin were like, okay, cool, like it is what it is, right? And then Ja Rule came in, did some shenanigans, showed Loki that your father is a weakling. He betrayed this country and everything, and he let me betray him because I'm his brother. He's too soft, and that's why Loki is now thinking like, oh, you can't be soft, you have to be ruthless, and that's why he's like, nice guys finish last kind of vibes.
Hmm. I really don't think Ja Rule is. I
A
think
traitor?
they work together. I think they work together. I think Harold is the like I don't know. You're using the word traitor, so it's throwing me off.
I mean, don't you remember the fact that the sword that's in Ja Rule's head is the same sword that King Harold had in
Yeah,
that picture?
and I think that Loki and Harold were both fighting. I
Mhm.
think Loki and Ja Rule were fighting Harold, but I think Ja Rule is the one who maybe did the final blow. Or maybe Loki was
Okay.
present. I don't think that I think that they stopped Harold for a reason. Like they're not even showing his face here. So like the word traitor,
What do you mean
I think
stopped him? Stopped him or killed him?
they
Because
oh
if
they
you're
killed.
saying stopped him, that means
I'm
he was up
saying
to something.
killed. Well, I think he was up to something. I think he was working with the world government. He wanted to
What if it
join.
was Ja Rule?
I don't think so, bro. I think it was the story. We've been overly hinting about how good and how righteous and how much Harold wanted peace. And even right here in this panel, we don't even see Harold's face, even while he's
Uh-huh.
saying this. We don't know what type of face he's making. Like, we don't know
True.
his true intentions. Like, they're hiding something for a reason. You know what I mean? Like, the mystery has been, what is the deal with Harold? We've seen this in Alabasta with the misleading with Cobra. We've seen this in Dressrosa with the misleading of King Riku. Like we've seen this already, like kind of like the narrative flipping on its head.
Okay. So number one, the goofy old man shtick that Ja Rule is doing. I don't believe it. Number
Yeah, I
two,
agree with you on that.
I'm going back to our previous conversations where we thought that King Harold was the traitor. Um,
Well,
and we were saying like, oh, and Loki's kind of like keeping the secret and making himself to be the bad guy so that no one thinks that King
yes.
Harold was the bad guy and everything. But like, I don't know. I feel like with Loki's verbiage here, I don't know, because I just don't think that I feel like he's
Loki's
still
taking
loving
the
his
fall.
father.
Yeah, I think Loki's taking the fall. He can still love his father, but whatever Harold was up to, especially because the pentagram was already set up inside that castle,
Mhm.
you know what I mean? They would have to have come to some terms to stop Harold, or maybe it could be a whole thing where we see a flashback that the Gods Knights were there fighting, right?
A flashback that the Gods Knights were
Like
where
like
fighting.
we're gonna get a flashback, right? We're
Okay.
gonna eventually
Yeah.
get a flashback, and in that flashback, it could be showing that Harold was in cahoots with the Gods Knights
Mhm.
or the Celestial Dragons in some type of way. This would be exploiting Elbath for all of his resources, you know, to become a nation part of the world government, which means that they would have to stop being a certain type of way so that the world government can keep a certain type of control over them. And then they will want some of their people to be part of like their military or world government, but they want everybody else to stay weak so they don't have an uprising and things like that.
Right.
We get more into that. They've been going back and forth and meeting with Harold, being able to teleport into that castle. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Eventually, Loki and Ja Rule get hit to it, right? And that's what kind of leads to, hey, why are you willing to sacrifice the culture and the well-being and everything about this country to like let them basically destroy our culture, destroy our country in a way? I'm not sure what the world government could be completely up to, but that could have led to what the conflict was, even with the God's Knights being present during that fight. You know what I mean? I don't know which God's Knight. It could have been.
It might be Shamrock. Remember what? I don't remember if it was Killingham or St. Summers that said it, but they were like, "Oh, what are you doing in Elbaf? Were you visiting King Harold's grave?"
Yeah, you know what I mean. Maybe they had a past relationship.
Yeah.
Maybe it could have been his daddy, right? It could have been him and Garling that went there. Like Garling was the one that was brokering that stuff. It could be that what's his name? You know, some people believe that which one of the Celestial Dragon? Mars, you know, might be a traitor because the Den Mushi that Loki was talking to
had the long beard.
Could have been the long beard. It could have been, you know, Scopper Gaban, or maybe it could have been one of the Celestial Dragons. I mean, one of the Gorosei. Maybe one of them could be a traitor.
Yeah.
We don't know.
Peace in the chat saying Ja Rule definitely has some explaining to do. Ja Rule definitely killed his brother, and I think that Ja Rule was the traitor. I think that they're playing too much on Harold to make it obvious. Fair. And then Shade with the super chat, bro, $5. My favorite panel out of this chapter is Luffy chilling with Loki. W stream, but now I gotta drive back home. I just got done working. Drive safe, bro.
Drive safe, man. Be careful in these streets. Thank you again for the super chat,
bro.
Always appreciate it.
Always joining by.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, P's on the same page with Ja Rule. I mean, we all agree. We all agree that there's something's
afoot. Yeah, something's afoot, right? Like we're not being told the exact truth, which way it goes.
It's a messy family. It's a messy family. Haruja wants to kill Loki. Loki's a trouble. But you know what? In that flashback, Loki's a dickhead, bro. Talking about your mom? Talking about my man's mom saying she got filthy blood? Who the fuck? Man.
That's why he says he's about to chop. That's why he's about to chop his head off.
Yeah, can't blame him. Can't blame him for that, bro.
Can't blame him.
Even to this day, he's like, you know what he said about my mom, motherfucker? I'll kill you, you son of a bitch.
Ricky, when I catch you, Ricky. Ricky, when I catch you, Ricky.
I don't know that reference.
It's fine. Honest. It's fine. It's okay. The streets know. The culture knows.
So what would you give this chapter?
You know, on first read, I was giving it a 7 out of 10. I think I might bump into an 8 out of 10. I think we got a lot of dynamic and personality in regards to the God's Knights, as well as like Hadrian and Loki's relationship, which I think is really, really good to see. And I kind of like maybe undervalued that on the first read through, but given to see like how it really does help having like somebody else to bounce off of, you know, in regards to like ideas and like conversation, stuff like that. So that's why I find it more fun to like reconceptualize the chapter with our live streams together and shit. So like I'm like, okay, there was a lot more to think about and chew on when you really take your time with the chapter, and then also like getting the reveals of the powers, confirmations, like how those work, the God's Knights dynamic, seeing how savage they are. You know what I mean? I think that's good stuff. So like I think I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10.
Okay. I'll probably give it an 8 out of 10 too. I really enjoyed seeing the dynamic between Harujan and Loki and getting that little tidbit at the end, like about his dad. Like, you really think I'm capable of something like that? Open your eyes, bro. You're in the Matrix right now.
You're not woke.
You're not woke. Yeah, I liked that we got to see a little bit more of Ragnar and the fact that the lightning is just spewing out of it. And then St. Summers again.
Please, guys, bring back my goat Anel. Bring him back, Oda. Bring him back and my life is yours.
I don't think there's any conceivable way that Oda cannot bring him back.
Bro, let him show up. Maybe let him show up in the Yamato cover story.
Would you be upset if he came in the epilogue? If he just came to say what's up? Or do you want him to be involved in the story?
Nah, bro. Just come back. Maybe he could be a Toby Ropo. Anel for Toby Ropo.
No.
Raime Hake. Hit Anel with the Raime Hake. The Thunder Bagua.
No. If anything, we're not. No. I don't know when we're going to see Anel. I think if anything, like we'll see Anel when we get to like Laugh Tale. I don't know. Something about like the One Piece. I feel like
Anel showed up in the final war. Honestly,
it'd be peak.
If it happens, I'm gonna get abs so I can now cosplay.
Oh,
I'm gonna get
and
abs.
you gonna get those earlobes?
I'm gonna get no.
No. The pants would look so good
The
though.
pants. I gotta get the brolic pump diet plan going.
Yo, tell them.
Listen, bro, they don't want to see me with abs out here. Nah,
Tell them to trade
abs
you.
is overrated.
Yeah, I don't know. I like Summers. He's an asshole, but like I don't know. I just like his. I like his vibe. I like the way Oda draws him. He just seems like the Big Lebowski, bro. He's funny. He's the chill guy. He seems like
just a chill
like
guy.
like if you were a celestial dragon, bro, you would be over his house chilling, bro. You know you're playing poker, smoking some cigars. He like I don't know. He's a dickhead, but he seems like a good time. Like he
Yeah.
would make me laugh.
All right.
So yeah, I would give it an 8 out of 10. I really enjoyed this chapter. I think, truthfully, as I'm like flipping through it, a lot happened. Saul bit the dust. The Fire Force bit the dust.
Bites the dust, though. JoJo's reference.
Okay. Yeah, I think a lot happened in this chapter. I'm happy giving this chapter an 8. A lot of things moved forward, and I can see like what's going to happen next with the Giants who are partying. Now they're going to get more involved. They're going to try to sober up.
Yeah.
You know who we haven't seen in a minute? Frankie.
That's what I'm saying. I think if we don't go backstory next chapter, maybe we cut to Frankie and maybe we cut to what the village and Usopp and all them are about to do. That's if we don't go backstory, because at this point I don't see us mobilizing right now to like walk away from potentially hearing this Loki backstory for Zoro, Sanji, and Luffy. Like this, if anybody's gonna hear it, it has to be them three, because usually somebody on the crew has to hear the backstory. Doesn't just happen.
Like when you say backstory, I don't think it's gonna be like a full flashback. I think it's just gonna be like an explanation.
I think it'll be a flashback. I think we're going flashback.
We're gonna get a flashback.
We already getting images of them as kids. You know what I mean? Like after we Loki saying you don't believe that, and we're gonna see the reasons why he shouldn't believe it. We're gonna see the real relationship that Loki may have had and their connections with their father, or what he thought he had, right? Whatever the backstory is gonna do. But I think we at least are about to go into it. Loki can't move, so he's gonna start yapping.
Yeah.
Now, whether it's next chapter or not, I don't know. But like the only things we're gonna cut to next chapter could be potentially, you know, if I'm taking a guess, would be the Frankie stuff, maybe a Frankie and Ripley update because all the fire happening. Maybe they meet up and maybe they meet up with the rest of the crew in the village, like Nami, Jinbei. Maybe they start doing stuff, right? Or maybe we cut to Scopper Gaban, maybe run into the God's Knights.
Yeah, I wonder what their move is, because clearly the God's Knights, they're planning to just like sit at home.
They're chilling,
enjoy a nice meal, and have the kids come to them. Even if the first group of kids burn to death, like they'll just send another group. So like they're gonna chill there.
Yeah, Scopper Gaban like walking out the trees or some shit like that, and casually walking up on them eating, like, oh well, what are you guys doing here? Right?
Just fucking kicks the table
just
over.
Walk it. Yeah, or maybe he doesn't even like, you know what I mean? He's gonna have some type of smooth entrance walking up on them. He's gonna get cooked because he's gonna get jumped. You know what I mean? But like he'll do something.
Yeah.
Or maybe a hockey clash happens during the backstory, and that's when Luffy and them move.
Yeah, I don't think that Scopper, if I'm thinking about it, I don't think that Scopper would go up against 3 God's Knights by himself. You know, like I feel like that's a tall order for this early, because Colin's not even taken yet.
Well, we don't know that for sure yet.
He's probably asleep.
He's probably asleep, right? He can see that the island's on fire, and he can see these giants are walking around. He's going to figure out where it's coming from. And Oda's gonna ass pull, and then he's just gonna be like, I don't know, man.
I think it would make sense for Scopper to go up against the 3 of them by himself. I think that
why not?
If anybody's gonna find them, because they're up in the trees right now, hanging out. If anybody's gonna find them, honestly, it could be Frankie and Ripley, because they're already in the trees exploring, so it wouldn't be that far of a fetch.
But like, what would that
for them to run into?
But what can you do with that, though? You know what I mean? Like them running into them.
Maybe Ripley has a transponder snail and let the people know, like, yo, we're seeing 3 shady individuals. Someone has to run into them. I don't think it's going to be Scopper.
So what do you expect the next thing that Scopper Gaban does?
I don't think, bro. I don't think.
You think he does nothing for the rest of
until the end, when he literally said, "Bro, I'll see you at the end if you guys are still, if the island's still here."
Wow, so you really think he don't come back at all for the rest of the arc?
You don't think, man. Truthfully, I don't think so. I don't
even
think
Rayleigh did it in Saboti. Like he did it knowing he couldn't even win the fight. Rayleigh did it for Amazon Lily. Like having it totally just like wastes his character. I'm not saying he's gonna have a good fight, bro, but at least show that he can do something.
I wouldn't think he could do something. He could do a lot. It's not a waste of his character to wait until the end because we don't know if he has the last poneglyph. We don't know if there's some kind of like special Adam's wood that he's been holding on to, some special knowledge that could help them. There's something that he can bring to the crew. It doesn't have to be anytime during the arc now. It could be training for Luffy. But it's not going to be him finding the God's Knights in the trees. I don't think that's going to be him.
How is he going to? He don't even have time to train Luffy, though.
I'm talking about like in the end, he might give Luffy some kind of insight on how to use a form of haki to hurt the Gorosei. I just don't think that's going to be him finding the God's Knights.
I don't know, man. I think having Scopper Gabon do absolutely nothing would be absolutely egregious. Like, I like seeing him not use his strength at all during this situation, and I know that the monster trio cannot move at all. Like the monster trio has to hear the backstory. I don't know how many more minutes they're gonna have to sit here, right? We know how old the backstories go. I'm not gonna take into account how much time is passing in real time with the amount of chapters, but those three are not going to move from this place because somebody has to hear it. Right? Do you agree or not?
It is crazy that the monster trio is there, that Oda chose to put Sanji
he
there.
Put the monster trio there together because the monster trio would be the ones, if they weren't here in this exact place, to potentially run into the God's Knights first. Yeah. So what leads to showing, what I'm saying is like an appetizer could be Scopper Gabon trying his best, the same way Rayleigh tried to stop Kizaru. Couldn't really do it. You know what I mean? Like he helped them in Saboti. I'm not saying he's going to be successful, but
maybe Scopper fights the giants that Killingham has out in the forest. Maybe that's what he does.
Or maybe he fights Somers. Two old men fighting.
No,
I'm not saying that's going to be the fight. When I say this, I don't mean the final fight.
But like,
I don't mean this is. I just mean I just think there will be an interaction. If anybody's going to find them, it's going to be the nigga who knows that somebody's there, who's already looking for them. He's already looking for them.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
He's already looking for them. So yeah, he's going to be the one to find them first.
All right. Listen, that's your take. You've been right before. You might be right again. But Genesis got us with another super chat, $2. Damn, I missed the Rent-A-Girl watch party. My bad. Well, listen, you tuned in at the right time to get a Rent-A-Girl theory.
Rent-A-Girlfriend coming back, man, soon. Also, My Dress Up Darling coming back soon, too. Love My Dress Up Darling.
Is that spring anime of 2025?
I think it's definitely anime of 2025, way above Solo Leveling.
Ooh, Solo Leveling won't be holding on to that #1 spot.
Yo, honestly, bro, that episode was gas. Gas.
Yeah, I think
the end. Like, how do you feel?
Should we talk about it here on the live stream, or should we?
We're not recording for like 2 weeks, bro.
I mean, like, yeah, it looked cool, but I feel like there were some like interesting choreographed animated sequences, like when the nails were about to pierce his eye, or when like Sun Jin Woo did a couple of flippies. You know, it was cool. I don't think it was anything like outside of like the box.
We've seen Sun Jin Woo aura form like this already.
Yeah, and like it
was pretty.
Like, all like the dashes and everything. Like, yeah, it looked pretty. It looked great, but I just think that maybe I let the hype overturn me. I think that I enjoyed the fight with the Demon King in the castle a lot more.
Yeah.
I felt like the way like he was like fighting him with the daggers, I thought that was just a little bit better. I think that fight was better, and I expected a little bit more.
Yeah.
With the Biru, the ant fight. It is what it is. It still looked good.
Okay.
from what we've seen earlier in the season, I think that looks better.
That's so interesting. I was sitting here watching. I was like, oh man, this shit is looking crazy. I like the ant was running for his fucking life. They really they made this the Chimera Ant arc. He didn't even try, bro.
Dude, they speed ran the Chimera
didn't
Ant
even
arc.
try, my G.
No.
They didn't even try. Like, nigga said, yo, let's cut all the running by the staircase for 10 episodes. Let's cut all of that. We're gonna add the Pito being scared of Gone and running away effect with the ant, like it, but making him think he Miriam. He really read Hunter x Hunter and said, "I'm gonna just do that.
I could do better.
I can tell that story faster."
And you know what? It worked because it was so cool.
It was cool. Honestly, it was cool. Listen, Miriam is a cool villain. He has a cool,
Meruem?
Miriam, however you pronounce it, bro.
You're saying Miriam.
I thought it was Miriam. How you pronounce it?
I think it's Meruem.
Meruem? Oh yeah, you used the accent just now, so I'm cooked.
I could easily be wrong, but I just don't think it's Miriam.
Yeah. He has a cool myth, like how he thinks and like the character changing and all that stuff, but and playing the chess with the little girl, but it took too long to get there.
Yeah, like we don't care.
Care, bro.
Not that much.
Bring back York New.
Yo, Genesis is making it up to you right now, bro. You got good taste now.
I know ball, bro. I know ball. Yo, all right, last thing I'll bring up. That Red Ranger anime, bro, episode that dropped today. That Red Ranger to Another World. Listen, I'm not saying the anime is good, but for what I've been watching so far, this episode took a turn. I was like, oh.
Yeah, we getting deeper in the story now?
You want me to tell you?
Yeah.
Because you're not going to watch
You've already told me so much.
Yeah, you're not going to watch it. All right, spoiler alert for anybody who's thinking about watching Red Ranger gets transported to another world, the anime. The most recent episode that came out today, I think it's episode 11. So if you don't want to hear it, maybe skip about 30, 40 seconds or mute me. This nigga just transformed into a Black Ranger because he is being pushed.
Red Ranger?
Yes, he's like now he just used like he had an extra transformation because now he's getting pushed against the wall and like there's two demon kings that's like trying to like revive the demon queen are in their place right now, cooking everybody. Like bro is bleeding, falling apart. The girl that he's been traveling with like fully already admitted that I love this dude. I love him.
Oh, she said that? Oh shit.
Oh shit. Like so she like admitted that already as a character, not to him, but like she's like it was part of her monologue. She's like, oh my God. She came to her, she's like, I love him. That's why I'm able to use these powers. So like I'm having like she's getting a power up and shit. This nigga is getting pushed against the wall. They all about to lose. And he said, I didn't want to have to do this. I haven't had to do this. And he tells his guy, the other guy that's traveling with them, he can't transform. And he's like, yo, if it leads to it, kill me.
If it leads to it,
you have to kill me. And then he transformed. He turned it was very, very, it was, he didn't fight yet. It just ended with him transforming and said,
oh no,
Kizuna Blacker. And I was like,
oh.
I was like,
no, oh. I might have to catch up. I might, you're telling me the girl likes him, loves him, and he can turn into a Black Ranger? Because I'm over here like, what does that mean? What do you mean you might have to kill me? You know what? You sold. Sold. They should have put that in the trailer.
So, bro, I didn't, because like I was having fun. I told you, like it was cute. It's been cute. And these past 2 episodes, I'm like, oh, they cooking something here, and I'm liking the meal.
Yo, I'm over here thinking, why didn't he turn into a Black Ranger before he died and got isekai'd?
It happened so quick.
That's also true. Yeah,
it happened mad quick.
It was the final showdown, and yeah. Okay,
and
fair.
He's like, oh shit, but like this, he's like, nah, like I gotta protect baby girl.
Okay, you got me, Corey. Sold. And even Shade's over here like better plot than Solo mid.
Yo, listen, bro.
Oh wait, first of all, Shade, I'm assuming you got home safe, so
nice.
Good to hear that, bro.
Yeah, we've been yapping, bro.
The chapter ended. We already gave our ratings. Ended,
we still
8 out of 10.
Yo, I don't know how many episodes it's gonna be. It may be 12 episodes. I could see it being 12 episodes. Maybe the next episode will be the last because it's been airing this whole anime season. Like that's been what I've been watching alongside Solo Leveling and Dr. Stone and all this shit.
It's going to be, yeah. So I think today's the 23rd. Okay, I think the last episode is the next
Sunday,
one, which is the 30th. Yeah, 12 episodes.
Damn. I'm not gonna read it though. I ain't gonna read that shit. I'll wait.
No,
I'll wait.
You imagine doing live streams for that? Yo, you would be the only one.
I'd be the only one. It's probably a light novel and not even a fucking manga.
That's probably true.
Yeah. All right. Well, sorry I kept you up so late yapping about it, but I had to talk about it before I forgot about it because by the time we recorded, like I was left on a cliffhanger. Like I was like, "Fuck,
you're itching right now." So the next time we record, we can talk about it. You know what? I'm gonna watch this so we can all talk about this on the next episode of the pod.
We gotta give its flowers. We gotta give this show its flowers. Nobody's gonna talk about it.
Full review. Full review. Let's do it.
All right. Shout out to everybody who came through this, the stream, came through in the chat. Shout out to everybody for the super chats. Genesis, Shade, P. We really appreciate you guys for always showing love. We got a lot of stuff going on the channel. Danny's gonna be streaming Blue Lock on Tuesday morning. Me and Kimmy are gonna be streaming Marvel Rivals together Tuesday night. Kimmy's doing Kingdom Hearts Wednesday. Tomorrow we're doing Kagurabachi. Jesus Christ. When I break it down like that, I'm like, what the fuck?
Every day, guys.
This is why I said Kagurabachi gotta be a month. We working, we busy. We working, we busy.
The side hustle be side hustling.
Out here. But we really appreciate everybody who's been showing love. It really, really means a lot to us because we are a small channel. We get a little couple cents here and there. And you guys with your super chats, it really, really means a lot because we never thought anybody would care enough about what we do.
No, sir.
to give us a single. He said, "Not this guy. I was pulled up the street."
I was pulled off the street.
He said, "I don't even know how to use Instagram still."
Wow, yeah, that's actually so true.
Yeah. But all right, we appreciate everybody for coming through. On that note, enjoy your life.
See ya. Bye-bye. Damn, I can't help but do that.
You